Hello, everyone. This is Jeff Herring, and welcome to the Content Profit Show. We are broadcasting live from our virtual studios way north of Atlanta in the foothills of the North Georgia mountains. And this is episode 22, the one where Gina Carr, our stark raving entrepreneurs, converts her content into a new digital empire. And we're going to be learning about that when we get going here in a second. And you'll see the reason when we bring Gina on, you'll see the reason for this hat because I had to match today. All right. So there you go. This marks the first week of 3 shows a week. We've gone from 1 to 2 to 3. So thank all of you incredibly much for making this work. Episode 23 will be Wednesday and episode 24 will be Thursday. And then we pick right up after the holidays on the 26th. So another 3-show week, and then we dive into the new year. And if you want to be on the show, the place to go is the contentprofitshow.com/ this is complicated, guest, okay? The contentprofitshow.com/ guest. We'll get you on here. We're scheduling into January in February. So once you come on board, you'll be taken to a scheduler and get all set up. So glad you guys are here. I'm going to click over where I can see the comments. And I am going to bring over a buddy and a colleague of mine of, what is it now? 15 years, Gina?
That sounds about right. It's been quite a long time. My goodness,
Yes.
you were one of the very first people that I met when I embarked on this new field of online digital marketing and met this guy who writes a lot of articles and makes money in articles. Like, what the heck?
I know. That's what I was saying. What the heck am I doing? Yeah, you were one of the first people I met too at a big seminar back in the day. And, you know, all kinds of crazy stuff and good learning going on down there. And we've stayed buddies and friends and colleagues since then. So Gina, I got to ask you, because everybody's wondering, what the heck is a stark raving entrepreneur? Is this like some kind of new diagnostic category for what I used to do or what?
Well, it's really more of a philosophy. It's for those folks who are terminally unemployable. So they've just got this entrepreneurship streak running inside them that, oh my gosh, to think of having a boss and a job is just anathema to our being. We want to be responsible for our own lives. We want to be in charge of what happens to us and to be able to make those tough decisions that will give us more freedom to choose how and where we want to make money, how and where we want to live, how and where we want to work and serve others. So that's what a stark raving entrepreneur is.
I love it.
Live and let live philosophy.
Yeah, I love the mindset of that because I've never had a job as an adult. My first job, I was 11, sorting papers for my grandfather. He was an attorney. And then I started my own lawn business at 13. To tell you how long ago this was, it was $5 a lawn. But I thought I was rich. And then it was funny, after high school, I started working for Winn-Dixie, and it was like, there's all these people telling me what to do. I don't think I like this. And it was funny because in grad school, at college at UCF, they were out to convince you that you could not get in grad school unless you had $1 million on the GRE exam and 10 years of experience, right? And they got to me one quarter. I dropped out, drove my parents crazy, and was working more at Winn-Dixie. And the manager invited me to a regional staff meeting. Now I was like 20, 21 at the time. And all I saw were these late 30, 40, early 50-year-old men with big guts in suits and ties that were choking them, smoking like fiends and looking miserable. And I went, no, I'm getting into grad school. I'm going.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And found a place to learn in Orlando. I worked for, actually not too far from you guys, near Lake Eola. I worked for a place called We Care. It was a suicide hotline back in college. And that was my first experience with it all. So anyway, all that to say, I get that mindset. I have a friend that lives down in Orlando that's always worked for a bank and will say to me, I don't know how you do what you do, Jeff, without a paycheck. And I'm like, Jay, I don't know how you do what you do. in a cubicle for however many years it's been. Just no, 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 no. Okay. So anybody that's an entrepreneur can be a stark raving entrepreneur.
Oh, totally. Yes.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
totally a mindset thing. And formally within our Stark Raving Entrepreneur community, we have a free community. We have different levels. So free,
Okay.
bronze, silver, and gold,
Okay.
and VIP.
I'm going to want to get that free link from you later so we can invite the folks. And so let's take a look at the article you sent me, which is a great one. And we'll go off camera and look here. The 5 building blocks to becoming a successful stark raving entrepreneur. Okay, I love the pre stuff, and I really like how you built this. I can tell you've been paying attention into the 5 pieces. Belief, we've been talking about that. Business, okay, I love that even more. Um, and I was reading this grinning because y'all do a unique thing here where you've got 2 categories underneath business with the notion that the 2 things you need, here we are, what will determine your success as a stark raving entrepreneur, recurring revenue and email list growth. Amen and amen. Um, so those are some categories for that chapter, module, whatever we do with it. Email list growth. Yep, we just did that. Brand. Okay. Um, Gina, what do you mean by branding? Because I've heard a lot of people talk about branding as um, in between, not that important, and like almost a fake thing lately.
Oh my goodness. I think branding is one of the most important things. It's really what everyone else thinks of you or your business when you're not around. So it's foundational to, do you make a positive impression, a negative impression? Do they think you're full of crap? Do they think that you're dependable and trustworthy? Goes so much beyond logo and color of a logo and all of
Yeah,
that. It's really
yeah.
foundational to just your overall impression of the organization or the person.
Yeah, like y'all's name now, Stark Raving Entrepreneurs. I mean, it either means y'all are nuts, and people will be watching for that, or you have fun. And from being part of your group, I know that you have fun. Okay, so video marketing and visibility under that. Now this is different. This is unique among everything I've seen on here. Your body, as an entrepreneur, taking care of your physical health can be important for a number of reasons. Really? I'm so surprised. In '08, in fall of '08, I was at a community at a gym pool with my 2 sons, and I went down this slide, and it looked like I had a hernia here at the top of my belly. All right, let's go get that looked at. And they took my blood pressure, and the nurse goes, "Do you typically have high blood pressure?" I said, "No." He goes, "Well, maybe it's white coat syndrome." They took it again, and she said, "Come with me." They took me in the back room. I was 215 over 125 because
Wow.
I've been sitting in on my butt on the computer for a year and a half, right? And fortunately, it was handled with lifestyle change and meds. But I think that's particularly important for us who do sit at computers all the time because it's so easy to get sedentary, which is worse than a lot of things. So body, brain, um, I love it.
Yeah, well, I really appreciate your points on that, and I remember being so concerned for you because, wow, that was very serious, and we almost lost you there. And yeah, I just think it's so critical, especially folks like us, that we are sitting all the time. We're using our brains. We're trying to do videos where we look like we have some energy and some charisma going on there. And if we're not taking care of our bodies and our brains, which are so related, then we're just not going to be as effective, and we're not going to be here long enough to enjoy all the hard work that we're putting in.
That's exactly right, which would be a good thing to do. And then bonus tip, the better you take care of your body and brain, the great. Okay, cool. All right. And thank you. So, okay, good. You're inviting people to your group. Excellent. Excellent. There is so much we can do with this. Okay. So we'll take us over to the rough draft background. I mean, whatever you call this, I can't think of the word right now. Outline. Thank you. So driving traffic with Medium articles and videos. Did you know you can put video on Medium?
I did not.
Yes, you can. Video and audio, and other free traffic, free video traffic. So there is so much we can do with this. And what I do with a lot of people first, Gina, is turn the modules into or the 5 points or however many points into chapters in an ebook. But I think you guys are beyond that. We need to go bigger. What do you think?
Well, sounds good. Yes, I've heard some of your other episodes, and we do already have a membership program
Okay.
and the different levels. And we have some courses, but we don't really do a good job of reselling them and repurposing them. And we need some work on the front end of the funnel. So I don't know, possibly an ebook or a free ebook would work with that, or just getting some more articles out related to these.
That's going to help with traffic, and I'll help you guys with that. I think we need to stay with the video theme because you guys do so much video.
Okay.
And there's two ways to do that. One with a master class, which I think of as like a one-time deal, like 2 to 3 hours. Okay. One topic, one learning kind of thing. And then the other thing that would really do well for y'all is mini courses. Only one in. Try to spell and talk at the same time. Mini courses, and that can be something between around 3 modules where you're just teaching a piece. And so let's say that you had a course on these 5 points we just covered, right? Okay. And that would be called, well, I'm going to show you in a minute. But each one of those modules could be its own mini course. So all of a sudden that one course becomes 6. And the mini classes and mini courses drive traffic to the big one, okay? Which would be like each one of those things we just looked at being a module. And that's what I call a signature course. Again, it's a branding thing. It's what you guys become known for, what you are known for.
So putting the signature course out there, okay, with the different points and each of those points being a mini course.
Right.
I like it.
Right. And then you've got a membership, right?
Yes.
And it's got several levels?
Yes.
Okay. So we got that going for us already. Cool. I don't know this, and correct me if I'm wrong, but my guess is y'all don't want to do any private work.
We do a little bit. It
Okay.
kind of keeps us in tune with what's going on. And
Okay.
so that's for our VIP level folks, but we don't do a lot of that.
Okay. All right. So there's a membership level that's VIP and you do one-on-one stuff, coaching?
A little bit, yes.
Okay. You're like me. I do a little bit of that. I don't want to do that all the time.
Right.
All right. So really right there, we've got an empire. Okay. Because see, let's go back over to your article. Okay. Because we talked about the 5 things, right? Which could be a mini course or a master class, but recurring revenue, that's a mini course. That's a master class. Email list growth, yeah. Video marketing, visibility, yeah. And how many parts about the mindset could you break this down into? Belief and taking care of your brain. I mean, there's what I'm picturing is, lots and lots and lots of these smaller things that give people a taste of you. The master class or the mini course, a taste of you and Terry. And all of them lead to the signature course. And you remember back in the day, my first course, Article Writing and Marketing Secrets.
Yes, I do. I'm pretty sure I bought it.
You know what? I think you were the first person to buy something from me at an event. because it was Matt Basak's thing in the fall of '07, and you were sitting
Mhm.
on the front row. I remember that. Thank you, by the way. You made me believe this could work. Um, and so, where was I going with all that?
Small things give folks a taste of us and
Yes,
the
give
belief
a taste
part.
of you. Oh yeah, yeah. Article writing and marketing secrets. I'm driving back from Tom Antion's one summer of '08, trying to make it here because I've got a preview teleseminar. How long ago this was that night? Um, I didn't make it. Stopped outside of Charlotte, got a hotel room, was setting up for the show that night, and I'm listening to the previous one I'd done to make sure I'm including everything. And then I heard myself say something that stopped me in my tracks.
Mm.
Take a sip of water for dramatic effect. Um, you know how I'll say, congratulations, Gina, congratulations, people that are coming on board, right?
Yeah.
Well, I said three of those in a row, and all three of those people were in my membership that had taken that course. And so I thought, I need to run the numbers on this. And I found out, and this has been consistent, that a full third of the people that take this kind of course join a membership. So
Mm.
if you've got three, I mean, if you've got 10 people, you're going to get at least three in here. And I'm using low numbers there. If you got 100, you can add 30, and it goes on up. So
Ooh, those are good numbers to know.
yeah, they are. I mean, can you imagine knowing that a third of the people that are here are going here?
Mm,
One of the
mm.
levels. I absolutely love that. Um, and so, you guys, we can build lots of courses here. Um, do you have a course based on these five things?
No.
Okay, you need to do one because that's just. I mean, y'all that are listening, live or replay, um, do these five things appeal to you? I mean, my goodness, belief, business, email list growth, brand, and body and brain. I mean, I've never seen anybody combine these things before. And like I said, we need it out here. Um, I don't think we need to add anything more, Gina. This is a
Mm.
this is
Okay.
the
Well,
beginning of an empire here.
well, good. That's reinforcing what we're thinking and this pivot and rebranding that we're doing and the building blocks, the B's, putting them all together in a way that sort of makes sense, in a way that other people aren't doing. I think it is going to differentiate us. And my
You,
fiance and I, we're in our 60s. We're spring chickens in our
you are
book, and we
not
plan to
you
be
are
here.
not in your 60s.
I am, yes, and we're planning to be here a long, long time, and
Because if you're in
we're
your 60s, that means well, never mind.
but we wanna give people hope that, hey, you can be healthy, you can be youthful, you can live a lot longer if you do certain things, and the folks that we're working with are mostly thought leaders, coaches, people like yourself who are out there helping other people do things, and so by living longer and healthier lives, then they're going to be able to help more people. And that just really gets us fired up and
I love it.
helping
I'm all for
people
that.
be in charge of their own lives through the entrepreneurship route versus taking the job. And so that really works for us. But I'm glad that you like it. Now, with January right around the corner, we are thinking of doing with co-venturing with a friend of ours who's an incredibly accomplished medical doctor to do a weight loss course
Oh,
that
cool.
it's hard to have a healthy body and brain if you don't have your weight under control. So does that make sense
That's
to you?
right. I think that's a great time to do it because you're getting all those people that are setting the New Year's resolutions. Okay.
Mhm.
Part of the challenge is going to get them sticking with it. Because I have friends that run gyms that they love the first week of January,
Oh, yeah.
um, and then by February, the place is empty. You know what? I didn't realize till you said it that either this is an alliteration, all bees. So
No.
good for you. Lots we can do with that too. All right, so I think that's a great way to go. Um, and Dorothy says it's great. Wonder if you would do a of course, on the email list element to match the other elements. Yeah, you could do that. So see, you got people that are saying, yeah, I love that. I love that. All right.
Good.
Before we wrap up here, any questions, ma'am?
For the signature course, what is your favorite way of launching such a course right now? We had been doing challenges,
Uh-huh.
and they were very popular. COVID, 2020, 21, and they're still popular, but people aren't as interested in a multi-day be online
How
thing
long?
right
How
now.
long were your challenges? How many days?
5 to 9 days.
Okay. Yeah, 3 to 5 still works.
3 to 5 still works.
Yeah.
Okay. What about just a master class?
Yes, absolutely a master class. And you could do what's called a sample platter, where you talk about. There's 5 things here. So if you did 10 minutes on each, you'd have a little bit of time left over for the offering and get in around an hour. Um, the difference between a webinar and a master class are people are paying a small amount for a master class. Like the first one I did was $27. Um, but you've already gotten buying behavior. Um, and so, um, and the other thing I do is I'll say to people, when I'm doing the upsell, okay, we'll take whatever you invested in the master class off the top. Okay, so you get a discount, and people really appreciate that. Um, Webinars still work when they're promoted. Okay, so many people think they just got to put it up and people are going to come. No, you got to invite folks. Um, the other thing that works is gathering like a handful, 5, 10, 15, 20 people together to work on one specific thing, and they get that outcome, in
Hmm.
that 90 minutes or whatever. And the other place, and I'm telling you, people don't buy this, but it's so true. Medium, um, both with the articles and the videos, because, like I said, I get signups every day from there. And episode 23, my guest for episode 23 came straight from Medium. Was not on my email list, was not in my world in any other way. And I scared Duke with how loud I hollered, heck yeah. So those things are going to drive a lot of traffic. Um, Plus, I mean, you guys have got a network. You've got people like me that, we do stuff together. Um, those folks and the people you have now, because I mean, I can't imagine anybody not coming with you guys from what you've been doing before with Video Rock Stars and now. Because I mean, Stark Raving Entrepreneurs, that's just cool.
Oh,
SRE.
well, thank you so much, and thank you for all you've done to help our community grow. Our folks loved you so much, we had to have you back for a repeat performance right there within just a few weeks, which is
That was
I don't know that
fun.
we've ever done that.
Yay, thank you. That's very kind. And so, folks, hope you enjoyed the matching hats. Um, and it's weird for July when this was being, no, I'm teasing. Uh, all right, Gina, seriously, thank you for being a guest. Have appreciated you all these years, and thank you for joining me. I take it as a real compliment. So thank you. Tell Terry hey for me. And folks, episode 23 will be coming up on Wednesday. And you'll find this episode 22 at Content Profit Nation. No, that's the membership. Content Profit, can I start that over? Let me get some water. The Content Profit Show.com/E22. E for episode E22. And we'll put that link back up. Well, no, I don't have that. Never mind. The Content Profit Show.com/E22 is where you can catch both the live cast and the podcast. And if you want to be in Gina's seat one day, I don't mean like, at her place or anything.
That would
in
be
the,
awkward.
yeah, in the position she's in, you go to that same address, thecontentprofitshow.com/guest. Gina, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, Jeff. Take
You
care.
guys have a great holiday, and we'll see you Wednesday.